So a real sense of anticipation here. Semi-finals time, winner takes all. Kobe kicking off, left to right in the red. The defending champs, unbeaten so far this season. The Suntory Sun Goliath in there, black and gold. To the back, not clean though. Eventually they get it back to Prayer. They're playing advantage for Suntory. Here's Smith in midfield. Just steps nonchalantly through 3 tackles and gets those thighs powering. This time he's caught though, and we're coming back for a scrum, no advantage. Otherwise Smith may have been penalised there for holding on. That was Manami Hashi, the debutant that he went through, and Matsubara, a much more experienced player. And it's an important point that Eddie Jones made when he was giving the Japanese national team a hard time about their lack of commitment up front. It just goes to show the way George Smith plays that you don't have to be a huge man to be effective on the rugby field. Smith only 183 centimetres and 100 kilos. Strong and very supple the way he plays too. He gets his body in some amazing positions to extract the ball from tackle situations. Limped off last week against Suntory. Good line-out play from Kobe. They're keeping Suntory guessing. It was Yasui that time. Here's Makawa. I like the look of him so far in the first 18 minutes of this game. Blackie with power to Furi. Beautiful pass to Yasui. Oh, good pace from Yasui. He's going to go all the way, the young lock. The first year of top league rugby, but no nerves there. He put the accelerator down and away he went. And that's why he's kept his position in the second row, even though the skipper's come back. Lovely move here from Blakey, first of all, who powered through Sasaki and Furi Dupré. Jacques Furi with a beautiful offload. And Yasui, well, they were trying to track him down through Murata. But some of those other players from Suntory surely could have done better. He's a big boy, Yasui, and he really put some pace on there too. You see Makabe struggling, George Smith struggling to get to him. Onizawa had given up. You'd expect more from the veteran winger. Good work. So the first try of the game to the Kobe Steelers. And the 2 foreign players stepping up to create that chance for Ryota Yasui. Oh, and that's a great kick too. It's Morita who steps up with the conversion. So 7 points to 3. Kobe with the perfect answer. And of course in the off-season they picked up Kosei Ono from the Sanix Fukuoka Blues. Standoff, and of course they've got PC on the bench who will come on in the second half most probably. So 2 good standoffs, 2 good scrum halves, so much depth. Peter Hewitt outside the match day 22. Rousseau with his chance today to come in off the bench. Shinizuka takes it away. This time Kobe managed to roll away slightly. Has he done enough? Makawa again. I like the way Makawa's really throwing his body in here. It's tie up. It's obviously part of the plan for Kobe that they want to compete at the tackle. It is interesting to see how many Suntory players in support stay on their feet. Oh no, another flat pass, this time to Nishikawa, sorry. Just the momentum and tempo of play from Suntory is unrelenting. Dupré again snipes around the blind side. Aruga is stopped in his tracks by Blakey. Again, it's Blakey who makes a difference at the tackle. Smith is caught well. There's obviously a difference in interpretation here. It's Yasui this time, who hasn't released the ball carrier, but basically the ball carrier ran into his shins.
Okay.
Oh, he's had a yellow card awarded against him, Yasui. Well, an interesting choice to start the game ahead of Hiroshima. Ex-club captain Yasui, versatile, plays hooker and prop. But This is a real hit for his team here. The Steelers, of course, ahead. Just want to see a replay of this, because it's very debatable. Of course, the referee is the sole judge of fact, so if he's decided it's a yellow card, it's a yellow card, no arguments. Just think he might have been a little harsh there on Yasui. Nicholas is going to line up the penalty shot. Got himself a new pair of boots too in the season, I think, Ryan Nicholas. Nicholas, whose international days are over. Played almost 40 tests for Japan. Eddie Jones did say that he's been one of the most influential players in Japanese domestic rugby. Brought a real level of professionalism. Players all look up to him. That nicely through the middle, so Kobe still have the lead, but they're 1 man down and 1 point up. But Kobe have done well so far in the first half hour of this game. They want to keep it up as much as they can. Look at Blakey just throwing himself in, really putting pressure at the breakdown. Again, big hits from Yamashita that time, and Ishikawa, Dupree, Sasaki. Takayama picks it up again and goes. Smith. Yasui with an interception. Again, good piece of play from Yasui, but no support. So it's Aoki who comes through, steals the ball back on Ozawa. His first touch of the day. He's been a bit quiet. The left wing. Oh no, to Nicholas. The new man Miyamoto's on the field. Inside run from Murata. Good tackle from Yamashita on his opposite, Atakiyama. The 2 big men, 120 kilos plus collide. What a great thump that was. Poor pass there. Sasaki goes back and tidies up. Dupree goes right, not many players there in support. Oh no, with a great charge down from Maikawa. Oh, what a turnaround. And what a fantastic reward from this guy who's come in at number 8 to replace a very influential player in the form of Mapakai Tolo. And he has played outrageously well so far today and underlined his performance with a charge down try. Thrown his body, thrown his arms, thrown that head at things. And Ono knew he had no options on the outside. Took a long time to decide what he was going to do. Maikawa picked it up nicely on the bounce and jettisoned his way across the line with a try very much against the run of play. But Kobe will not care about that. Wow, this has put some pressure on the defending champions. He's a well-built unit, Maikawa. Of course, this sort of rugby brings the selectors out for Japan, and these players, Maikawa and Yasui, were doing their selection. Hopes no end of good. Narita, who was successful with a very tough kick from the sideline earlier. Well, this is easy peasy stuff. 2 from 2 from Morita. 14 points to 6. Kobe with a great start. A lot more physically imposing than Yasui. This Yasui slightly more mobile. So this time it's Hashimoto who's off the back of the scrum. Does well too. Morita pumps it right down the middle. Doesn't get much distance, but that'll challenge Aruga. He takes it cleanly though. In fact, it's on Ozawa. Whoa, good punching tackle there. These Kobe boys are really up for defence, aren't they? Yamashita gets a turnover. Out wide now, there's numbers on the left. Manami Hashi, the debutant, puts in a nice little kick. Nicholas just gets back and gets absolutely smashed by Furi. Oh, another try! Oh, Hashi this time. Kobe are on fire. They're one man down. They're unstoppable. Looks like the referee wants to have a look at this one. We'll talk about it with the assistant referee, but he's awarding the try. Well, Furi really is out to hit Nicholas, isn't he? Nicholas thought he had loads of time there. Manami Hashi, the young man, beautiful kick. First of all, it was Onozawa who got absolutely smashed by Showman, and they're all over the top of him. Great turnover. Yamashita, the big tight head prop. Lovely heads-up play from him, and I thought this was a wasted kick from Manami Hashi. Looked like Nicholas was going to deal with this very easily, but Furi, with a superhuman effort, smashes Nicholas in the tackle. That will leave Nicholas a little red-faced, and Ohashi, all he had to do was fall on the ball for the 5 points. Wow, this is an interesting situation, and now the acid is on the defending champs here, with Ohashi with the try. 3 tries to none. Rita with a difficult kick again, but he's been brilliant so far today. That one has sailed wide. What a start. 19 points to 6 to Kobe Steelers. Ishikawa. Now this is more like the Suntory we know. They've really strung together 8 or 9 phases now, and you can just see the defensive line of Kobe is in tatters. Taira gets through that time, but Furi mops it up. PC inside ball. Aoki gets shunted backwards. And again, well, Kobe going off their feet. But they really won that contact. A shame they cut off the options for Suntory to get to the ball. But if they'd managed to push through that hit and stay on their feet, it could have been a turnover. Hashimoto again asking. So this time, Suntory going for the corner. They know 7 points would be good before half time. Keep them in touch. They won't be too worried at this stage. I mean, there's still plenty of the game to go. But one thing about rugby, if you can score just before the half or after the half, it can be a telling score in the shape of the game. Smith goes one flat pass again to Nishikawa. Pumps his thighs, gets 3 meters out. Iwasa. Takayama with a dummy run. Smith again. PC smashing his way to the line. Held up though. Oh, manages to go to ground now. Kobe defense has been good so far. Smith really taking it upon himself to lead this team. Shinizuka gets the ball back to Hawase. They've gone backwards, Suntory. Good defense here from Kobe. PC again is wrapped up by Hashimoto. Really out defiantly defending the Kobe team, doing a great job. Yamashita will have to roll away quickly there. Oh, Blakey offside? He's been told to leave it. Furi goes round. He's offside. Bad call there from Furi. It's a penalty. I don't think the referee will give him a yellow card somehow. PC. Tackle again. Oh, but nice slip of the ball. Suntory, it's another 10 plus phases, so they've got another penalty. Will they tap it quickly, or will they take the 3 points? Furi penalised there. Well, he had a point. The halfback had his hands on the ball for a very long time. Usually, though, the interpretation is the scrum half puts his hands on the balls and then moves his hands. That's when you can come around. So if his hands are static on the ball, usually the defence cannot come up. So Nicholas elects to go for the penalty. Pretty simple one that'll leave them 10 points adrift at half-time. But you've got to take the points at this stage of the game. They're in the bank, and I'm sure they'll get a stern talking to at half-time from Coach Okubo. Let's just see that this kick does go over. Suntory, symbolize hungry, the word underneath there. Well, they haven't been playing with as much hunger as expected today, it would have to be said. Kobe have looked a much more hungry team as we go to the break. It's 19 points to 9 to Kobe Steelers, led by this man, Jacques Ferry. Nicholas has 3 penalties, but as I said, Okubo will be talking sternly at half-time. Join us after the break for second half action here on One World Sports. Well, Suntory have got this one here from the line out. Now look to roll this through to the line. Smith has his hands on the ball. He could break left or right. We'll just hold on to it as the steamroller goes ahead. Gives it to Makabe. Oh, that was terrible. Through the middle from Hatakiyama. Kobe had spread out. Time's off. He's going to talk to the assistant referee. Kobe had spread wide, and Hatakiyama with a great idea of just expressing himself right through the middle. TV referee, I think earlier in the game he probably forgot that he had the video replay at his disposal. Doesn't look too much wrong with that. Hard to see the ball go down, but hard to see that he didn't put it down. This is a great angle to see it from. Imamura getting down. Wow, Imamura may have got his hands underneath the ball. See here, there was nobody at home for Kobe, and Takayama's eyes lit up. Over he goes, and well, doesn't look like the ball's hit the ground, so that's good defense there from Imamura. Good work. Hard to stop a man that's 120 kilos that close to the line, but Yuta Imamura appears to have done it. So they tried to collapse the maul, so it will be a penalty for Suntory. Just feel that might be the way it's going, even though they're focusing there on PC and Nicholas. That might be just a bit of bluffing. No, he goes right, Nishikawa, and he goes right towards the try line as well. This time it's out left, and it's a Takayama. Well, that's great reward for him. He has been like a galloping hippopotamus today, and that's just reward. Denied a try a few minutes ago by Imamura. Not that time. He just seems to have a great sense for a big man of where the ball's going to be too. Brilliant line he ran here. Hawasa just timing of the run too. No stopping him, and finally they breached the Kobe defense. It's taken 50 minutes. I just get the feeling that that Jacques Ferry injury has taken a little of the luster off this performance from Kobe. A little of the belief that they can hold it together. They're still in the lead though, whatever happens with this conversion. Nicholas with that perfect score so far today, 3 from 3. Nothing too difficult in the angles too. Takes his time. Shaves the left upright, manages to get it over. 4 from 4 from him. And the score tightens up now. Suntory have got themselves back into this game through a try from Kensuke Takayama. 19-16, Kobe still in the lead. No step punt into touch, 15 metres out. Absolutely. I'll be hoping that his men can hold on here. They've been so brave today as we get 3/4 of the way through. And well, Taniguchi, he's on the bench today. He's literally let his hair out. Usually see it braided or tied up, but it's all flowing like a 70s folk rock star today as PC bursts through as well. Does the Peter, Paul and Mary around the Kobe defence and scores a try. Well, Tusipisi, since he's come on, has looked very nimble on his feet, and he's always posed a danger to the defence of Kobe. The one player who seems to go for the gaps rather than the player, and he managed to shrug off Sato there. And that will take Suntory into the lead. And he has been one of the most improved players in world rugby in the last few years. Always looked a little diffident when he was playing professional rugby in New Zealand, then came to Japan, was given a role to make the play for Suntory and really took up the mantle well, and then played for Samoa in their victory over Australia 2 years ago. Had a good World Cup tournament and then went back and played Super Rugby for the Hurricanes last year, as he will this season as well. Wouldn't mind being a policeman after he finishes his rugby career, Tusipisi. So that's brought the smile onto Naoya Okubo's face. A piece of magic there. And here's the man with the flowing locks, Hitaru Taniguchi, coming on the field. And he's replaced Maikawa, who's been a little quiet in the second half. Boy, did he have a great first half. Nanami Hashi, the new debutant too, he's had a good game. They just need to keep the intensity up. Bouncing back here would be a great tonic for them. Hawasa. Nishikawa running strongly. Just look at the shape of the defence from Kobe now. They're not getting up with the same urgency. Got to keep that intensity up as Showman puts the ball high and handsome. Nicholas, though, gets a bit of space to move. Taniguchi meets him. It's PC again. Oh, PC's through a gap. Brilliant stuff from PC. And he's got it out to Murata. Inside the 22 now. He is the danger man. This time he flips it to the left. It's Sasaki. Kobe rolling well there. Out to the left this time. Onizawa could have been forward. Onizawa, his first chance to beat the man. He does well. This pass to Makabe, to PC, to Sasaki. Again, the defense is strong. Takiyama, he's let go by Hashimoto. Continues on his way. PC again just committing the defenders, and that allows space outside for Murata. Murata is over, and again put that one down to Tusipisi. He held the ball up, ran a diagonal run, committed the two tacklers, and that left a 2-on-1 outside for his teammates, Tusipisi. Another magical piece of play. See here, he just skipped through the gap first up, bounced off Showman, showed the ball and committed Ohashi. Then again, committed the two players, Kizu and Ito, and that left space out wide for Murata. Well, Suntory have kept the composure and bounced back nicely here. Sign of a real champion team, but Kobe just losing the plot a little bit defensively there. And to be fair, we've seen that through the season from the very first minutes of matches against Suntory. No shame in being bamboozled by the way they play, but Kobe, they hung on in there all of the first half and really dominated. Still a chance for a comeback, but you just feel that Suntory have just mastered their defensive strategy It's not a bad stab either from Nicholas. Hits the upright, so he's missed one. 4 from 5. PC and Murata combining brilliantly there for obviously suffering from the physicality of the game. It's one thing the foreign players say sometimes, that they are surprised in the big matches how physical it can get. So, PC stops and starts. He had Smith on his shoulder. Wasa again. Takayama. He's played like an inside back at times today. Oh, a little drop goal from PC. Has he got that over? Well, that is a nice piece of play from PC. It gets them out into that zone where Kobe are going to have to score at least twice to win this match. And 2 tries at that. And that's good work from PC. Sasaki takes the ball himself, and it's Murata who stations himself at first receiver. Again, Iwasa changes the angle of attack. PC with a little backflip. Gets the ball back. Hands off the new man Iguchi. Second try, we think. The law has changed. The corner flag is not out. In previous years, if he'd touched the corner flag before he placed the ball, he would have been out. But if he's managed to keep his feet in the air before he places the ball, this should be a try. The referee will take a look at it on the video ref to see where the feet are. Yes, that looks pretty much a try. Probably didn't have to go those lengths to evade the... see, he's unopposed there, really. A bit of showmanship. Was the tip of the ball on the chalk? He's played brilliantly, hasn't he, since he came on? So if that ball had hit the chalk, that will be out and not a try. Don't worry about the corner flag. Seems to be quite assured that it's a try himself, though, PC. Hasn't he made a difference since he came on just before half-time? And he scored the try, so that sealed the deal for Suntory Sungoliaths. PC has been the man in control for Suntory. Things looked a little bleak just before half-time when they had the double switch. Kosei Ono just didn't seem himself today. So it meant a double change because of the foreign player law. If they brought PC on, they had to take Furi Dupree off. But in Atsushi Hawasa, they have a great scrum half sitting on the bench. So the double change worked the magic. Probably the most important moment of the game, though, was when Jacques Furi struggled off after 43 minutes as well. Just seemed to puncture the effort from Kobe. And here's Ryan Nicholas with his toughest kick of the day. Won't matter, though. The result in no doubt now. But you know that he'll be giving 100% for this kick. Oh, he said it well too. Beautiful kick from Ryan Nicholas. So they've managed to double Kobe Steelers' score in the end, 38 points to 19. Convincing enough on the scoreline, but there were a few fretful moments, that's for sure, in the Suntory camp. As we see Ikigawa come on. Makabe takes it away. And Dani Rousseau is on as well, the Springbok. Here's Ikigawa, little reminder, son of the famous pitcher back in the 70s. Kojiro Ikigawa. He pitched for the Hiroshima Carp, of course. We can see their games on Onward Sports as the hooter goes, and PC, the star of the moment, pumps the ball into touch. And it's a semi-final victory for the Suntory Sungoliaths. They go on to defend their crown next week against the winner of the Panasonic Wild Knights and Toshiba Brave Lupus clash that'll be on the same paddock tomorrow. Onizawa, he was disappointing today. You can see the look of disappointment on his face. Never really got the opportunities. And Sonoda, well, you can see that his chances slipped. The centre pairing there, 3 heroes for Kobe, Maikawa, Manamihashi and Furi. They were brilliant in the first half. The whole Kobe team worked in unison to try and defuse this explosive Suntory team. Stay with us because we will have more analysis for you after the break on One World Sports.